The event we never wanted. March 2nd through the 3rd, 2020. From late in the day on March 2nd into the early morning hours on March 3rd, a regional tornado outbreak spawned numerous tornadoes across southeast Missouri, southern Kentucky, Tennessee, and central Alabama. The worst of these tornadoes included two strong, two violent tornadoes touched down across Middle Tennessee during the early morning hours of March 3rd, 2020. Resulting in widespread damage and numerous injuries and fatalities. As of Friday, March 6th, damage surveys have determined 4 tornado touchdowns across Middle Tennessee. The first tornado tracked across the Nashville metro area eastward to Smith County and was rated EF3. A second tornado rated EF0 briefly touched down on the Smith-Putnam county line. The tornado occurred just before an EF4 tornado severely impacted central Putnam County between Baxter and Cookeville, Tennessee. Incredibly, this EF4 tornado dissipated just before striking the heart of Cookeville. The violent tornado likely lifted as another tornadic cell developed to the south and caused another EF0 tornado in southern Putnam County. These tornadoes were moving at speeds around 60 to 65 miles per hour. The Nashville tornado in Davidson, Wilson, and Smith counties. As you see on the left, this happened at 12:32 a.m. to 1:28 a.m. local time. The rating was rating EF3. Storm motion was east at 65 miles per hour. Estimated peak winds was 165 miles per hour. Path length was just over 60 miles. Max width was 800 yards. There was 220 injuries and 5 deaths. Summary. A storm long-track tornado tracked across Davidson and Wilson counties and into Smith County early on March 3rd, resulting in 5 fatalities and 220 injuries. The tornado began in far western Davidson County, rapidly intensified into an EF2 intensity as it tracked across John C. Toon Airport and into the North Nashville and Germantown areas. The tornado intensified further to the EF3 intensity as it tracked into East Nashville, with most significant damage occurring in and around 5 Points neighborhood, where 2 fatalities occurred. EF1 and EF2 damage continued across the Cumberland River before the tornado strengthened again to EF3 intensity. In the Stanford Estate subdivision in Donaldson, EF2 damage was observed across Hermitage and the remainder of Davidson County. The tornado strengthened to an EF3 intensity for a third time upon entering Wilson County with a 6-mile swath of EF3 damage observed near Mount Juliet area, where 3 more fatalities occurred. EF1 and 2 damage continued along a path that paralleled and occasionally crossed Interstate 40 south-southeast of Lebanon. Once the tornado moved into Smith County, it weakened some, but was still causing significant tree and power line damage, as well as damage to homes just south of Gordonville. The tornado caused a mobile home to flip, along with destroying several barns and outbuildings. The tornado finally lifted just south of I-40, near Highway 141, Lancaster Highway. This is the permanent path of that tornado we were just talking about. They're just west of Nashville. Went into the areas of the city of Nashville, and then kept continuing to go to the east, as you see on this map. The Buffalo Valley, Tennessee, Smith and Putnam counties. This was approximately at 1:37 a.m. and 1:42 a.m. The rating was an EF0. Storm motion was at 71 miles per hour. Peak winds was 75 miles per hour. And this was nearly 6 miles path and 50 yards wide. There was no injuries or death. EF2 or EF0 tornado touched down near Club Springs Road, just north of Canyon Fork River, and then moved east-northeast across very hilly terrain, taking down several trees in the process. Once this tornado crossed the Putnam County, several homes were impacted. Damage mainly occurred to the roofs as well as several outbuildings on St. Mary's Road. Tornado continued to Rock Springs Road, with minor damage occurring to outbuildings as well as tree damage before lifting just west of Stanton Road. Here is the path of that tornado. Baxter in Cookeville, Tennessee. This approximately happened at 1:49 a.m. to 1:57. The rating was an EF4. It was moving east at 63 miles per hour. Peak winds was 175 miles per hour. The length is 8.21 miles, and the width was 500 yards. Injuries was 88, and deaths was 18. Summary. A violent tornado tracked across western and central Putnam County, resulting in numerous destroyed homes, 30 to 35 of which were destroyed completely, caused 88 injuries and 18 fatalities. The tornado began 2.5 miles northwest of Baxter, where it produced a EF0 damage for 2.7 miles as it crossed Gainsborough Highway. The tornado intensified to an EF1, EF2 intensity in the Prosperity Point subdivision just north of US 70 North and Nashville Highway. Further intensified to an EF3 as it crossed Bloomington Road and Clemens Road, severely damaging several homes. The tornado then became violent for 0.8 miles as it entered the area around McBroom Chapel Road, where it reached EF4 intensity, completely destroying over a dozen homes, caused numerous fatalities, with the heaviest damage concentrated on Hensley Drive. EF4 damage continued eastward to Echo Valley Drive, where an apartment complex was completely destroyed. EF2 to EF3 damage continued eastward for 2 miles, affecting homes along 70 North, West Broad Street, before rapidly coming to an end near North Franklin Avenue, just west of Cookeville Regional Medical Center. Here is that. The Goffton, Tennessee. As you see, damage was mostly the roof of one house, metal garage, and outbuilding. There were also several trees with large branches broken off. There was 0 deaths, 0 injury. It was at 2:05 a.m. to 2:06, so about a minute long. As you can see in the right corner, or right bottom corner, that little blue line, that's where it was. Unfortunately, we lost quite a few lives to this very horrific event. I have some pictures of some people that we lost. As this time is very sensitive, if a family member sees this and would like their pictures removed, we had these sent in. So if a family member would like them removed, please contact me. Now we're going to show you a few pictures of the review of the damage. This office damage in Nashville. This is East Nashville. Another two photos from East Nashville. Eastgate and Golden Bear. So as we're wrapping up this video, at least 25 people are dead after tornadoes swept through Middle Tennessee on the morning of March 3rd. Putnam County officials said at least 18 people were killed, including some children, and 88 others were hurt. 2 people were killed in Davidson County, and at least 156 people have been treated for injuries. 1 person was killed in Putnam County, with at least 25 homes damaged. 3 people were killed in Wilson County, with one of the victims suffering a medical emergency during the tornado. If you like this video and you'd like to see content from future videos, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. This is James the Weatherman, and I'm out.